Hey everyone, how's it going? Saul here, and welcome to episode 1 of the Fresh Start Progress. In the background is my first take of recording a couple things that was a little too rambly, didn't want to post two huge rambles back to back, so figured to start the video recapping what I did in that first take. Picked up 99 Archaeology, so second 99 after Magic. Haven't done a ton of combat or bossing or anything like that, but I ended up getting 99 Magic just for the ease of being able to switch between spellbooks and whatnot. Speaking of, guess I'll go over general progress before I get into the more live commentary. So just picked up 99 Archaeology here, and in the background I'm finishing off the requirements for the Guildmaster qualification. So plan to do more Archaeology in the future. 264, I think that says quest points. Yep, can barely read it from here. Done quite a few quests, and I'll be tackling some big ones in this episode as well. Nearing in on 2,300 total. Done a decently wide array of skilling things. I've got some slower skills and some faster skills still at low level, so again, good mix of things there. The only one I'm not too keen on training is runecrafting because it kind of doesn't get as much bonus to XP as other skills, so that one's kind of a pain, and I may end up lamping it. Switching back to quests, big thing I've done so far is just unlock Prif. I've also done, the World Wakes, While Gothic Sleeps, a few things like that. In terms of money, a lot of skilling-based things, archaeology especially. I see in the background I'm disassembling quite a number of components. I have a ridiculous number of historic and classic components. Well, historic mainly. I have a few hundred classic that I'll probably just end up using myself. But at the time, historics were going for like 10k a piece. You could sell a box of 100 of them for about $1 mil, if not just under. So that was pretty good. I ended up with like 6,700 historics or something, so that ends up being a lot of money. I didn't sell them all, of course. I have sold some. The rest I'm going to keep for making things and using for perks and whatnot. Same with the classic components. Beyond that, also have made a lot of gizmo blueprints, which I've sold in the range of 12 to 15 mil each. I got a lot of stuff earlier on as well, when the prices weren't as high, so like I got my Dragonmatic at 9.5 mil, and they're now in the range of 25 to 30 as far as I know, which kind of sucks because I have to buy another one to make my Matic of Time and Space. But yep, that is pretty much it as far as this goes. I guess I'm about to jump back into some live commentary. Alright, I think I can claim some rewards from this guy. Oh, I can do this one at a time, sweet. Pale Lamp, is that the prayer? Yes, and then I can pay respects here. Needed 80 and 90 respectively for that. And that gets me 92 prayer. For the most part, I did, I think, Infernal Ashes to 70 or 75. Just like a cheap method at the Wilderness Altar. And then, since I unlocked Prif, I've been doing cleansing stones on half an hour because the price of bones is ridiculous right now, to the point that even though it's quite a bit slower based on the amount of money I can make, it turns out to be about as much effective experience per hour. Can also light each of these 5 things for 10k XP apiece. And last one here is required, and that'll be me picking up 99 fire making. Yet another 99. Unfortunately, the 99 capes are all kind of ugly. But it is nice to get that and get the total levels out of it. The high scores are... the competition is getting a little more fierce as well. So not as easy to break into the top 100 on a per skill basis. But I might still try for some at some point. My main goals right now, I think until the competitive period ends, is see how far I can push the overall and maybe a top 100 in a particular skill like archaeology. But beyond that, I'll just be aiming for 120 Archaeology and 120 Thieving as my main goals to get the inverted capes. And beyond that, I'll just be doing pretty much whatever I feel like, I guess. Okay, I can buy one straight up from this guy. So I guess he's wearing the normal one, and I can showcase this side by side here. Yeah, there we go. I actually don't mind the look of this one compared to a lot of the other ones that are the similar like gold main color with the inverted trim, I guess. Also, do they all have trimmed skill capes? Would that mean the NPC has another 99? Kind of interesting to think about. But yeah, I've just been playing as a general playstyle, decent amount of questing, decent amount of mixed skilling, some combat in there as well. I had a really bad failed Zuck attempt, flawless Zuck attempt anyways. I ended up getting 2 Zuck, flawless, and then dying with just Obsidian Armor and Challenger Staff, tier 80, basically. But what unfortunately was not able to take him down deathless, so I do have a Decimation now. Notice in the first clip my cash stack was much higher. I bought a Decimation for about 70 mil, so I'm planning to put that to use. Need to get 87 range and then make some arrows optionally, and then I'll probably do Zuck and some other stuff as well. Especially now that I have Soul Split, I do have all the quests and stuff finished for that, so Soul Split plus Zealots and the Leech Curses will be good enough to get me started on that for sure, especially because Sustain was my biggest issue, and with Soul Split that is much, much less of an issue. I guess I can also mention that I have 2 pets as well. I got Jemmy, crafting pet, before 80 crafting, and I got Archie probably in like the 80s in Archaeology, something like that, a little bit after Jemmy, so yeah, not doing so bad on those either. Alright, this should be the end of Ritual of the Majorat, if I have enough inventory space. That was probably a loud noise, by the way. A bunch of Agility XP, crafting and mining XP as well, apparently got a level off of that. And 3 lamps, 72 plus 80k XP a piece. I think they're all going into Agility. Still need 80 for the Light Within, I think. Got another quest that'll get me some amount of XP, but then I'll have to finish off a bit from there, maybe with Jack of Trades and some penguin points or something, but yeah, I should be able to get that today as well. Pretty solid quest, and that allows me to tune Dragonbane arrows to Demon Bane, which should come in handy whenever I want to finish off my Greater Demons task in the Wilderness at the Ash Lords or Berserkers. I'm not sure it really matters all that much. The accuracy shouldn't be too big of a deal. But yeah, that should come in handy. Apparently you need 1 Bane ore per 30 arrows, so might train my mining, get that up a little bit as well while I'm doing that, because I've also been training a bunch of random skills depending on what I need for Harmony Pillars. The Harmony Moss is going for like, 400, 500k a piece right now, so that's a pretty good way to make some money while you're doing stuff you otherwise would already be doing anyways, or just as an extra benefit. Alright, this should be the end of Fade of the Gods, I think. I already forgot what it was called after this cutscene, I guess, but this one's going to get us some decent XP and also have some post-quest XP rewards to pick up. This is kind of the point in the timeline where they stopped requiring like the full history of quests to do certain quests because, the list was getting insanely long at that point, so instead they have some post-quest stuff for having completed those other quests that came before this chronologically. And there we go. Oh, bunch of XP dropped instead of lamps. That's pretty nice. Okay, 78 Slayer. Need 2 more, I believe, for the Light Within. If we talk to Azanadra down here about Xeros' your turn. Oh, is this... Gonna skip that. I guess it's 1 lamp with 3 charges. Is that how this works? Looks like it. Go ahead and throw that all into range since I already have plans for melee. And still need to get 87 for decimation, if I can avoid that. Like doing ED3 or whatever, or cut down on that time, that'd be great. Actually, I'll probably just like AFK Arch Glacier or something to finish it off, since I still need charms and such anyways. And apparently if we talk to Ellie the Wise here about Xeros' return, we should be able to claim a large prismatic lamp, which should help push us towards that 80 agility. Let's see how much we got. 18k, okay, that is not nearly as much as I thought it'd be. But we'll get there. And if I capture this Elder Chronicle, that'll be 90 divination as well. Not bad rewards from one quest. Okay, so I completely forgot I had extinction reward lamps to use. I'm so close to 80 now that I don't know if I want to use them on agility though. I mean, it'd be 650k total XP. And I believe they require 60... Nope, they must require 75. Yep. I'll have to think about this for a second. I mean, I can always destroy them and come back to them later, so I might just go ahead and do that. Or, nah, it'd be atrocious to use these on Slayer because it's so quick. So, yeah, I might just destroy these again and come back to it later, although at a certain point in time it's just worth using them. I'm thinking though rune crafting might be more worthwhile. Agility's pretty quick, 80 plus, since you can do the +5 boost for the Anachronia course from that point onward, and it's not so bad. Don't know the actual XP rate, but it's decently high, so might be worth doing. Okay, still had some lamps from Wall Gothics. Nope, the World Wakes. So this one is a static lamp, which says combat skills only. Other things are highlighted. I'm guessing this will stop me. Yep. Okay, ranged it is. You're supposed to get 3 of those. Apparently I already used the other 2 for something. And these ones, the Ancient Lamps, you have to use on 3 different skills. They're 100k a piece, 75 plus required. So one of them will be Agility, and that'll take us to 80. Light Within, just need 80 Slayer left for it. And let's see, if I try this again, it'll stop me. Yep. Okay, so I guess Herblore is kind of a pain in Fresh Start because nobody's making unfinished potions or anything like that. You basically have to buy Grimy, clean them yourself, make unfinished potions, collect secondaries yourself, etc. So that's pretty bad, and then I'll save the last one for rune crafting at 75 plus as well, like before. I was thinking about mining or something, but mining I don't think is super bad, and you can make money while training it, so trying to keep a balance of, or keep in mind the time value of money and how that factors into effective experience rates, you know? Because if something has a high XP rate when you're actually training it, but it costs a ton of money, and I don't have money to cover it, I have to make that money, and therefore that costs time, thus lowering the effective XP per hour rate, you know? If I can get 200k an hour in a skill, but it takes me an hour to get money to do that hour, then it takes me 2 hours to get 200k effectively, making it 100k XP an hour. So keeping things like that in mind going forward. Like mining is decently slow, but with what I mentioned about Herblore and the fact that you make money while training it makes it not so bad. Alright, let's see about tuning these arrows. Go ahead and do that. Demon Bane arrows. Did that not cost ore? I guess not. I guess I'm just dumb and was reading the wiki wrong. Yeah, that makes sense. Because normally when you tune Bane things, you're tuning the ore and then making things out of them. Outside of like the Bane 2H tuning. But yeah, these are already Bane, I guess, in some weird way because of Jazz Anima. Either way, works for me. The instance over 2400, which is well below what they're worth. Let's see. It takes 2 Astral Runes to make 30 of them. Astral Runes are a lot right now. You have 500 instant sell. You'd be hard pressed to actually buy them, but yeah, kind of nuts. You could probably sell them for quite a bit. I've been selling arrows for quite a bit. People are undercutting now, but I've made like tens of millions off of full arrows and similar things as well. Either way, I'm going to be using these myself, of course, so it doesn't really bother me all that much. There's 87 range, a little bit of Arch Glacier to finish it off. Glacier, I don't know. I used to say Glacier, but now I feel like I say Glacier more, so guess I'll just go with that. Right, need to fix that, but now Decimation ready. Not gonna go through the effort of like leveling it up more, I'll just every time probably try to do Zuck straight away with it, and hopefully it goes alright enough, and then just get some levels through that and other things. Or do more things like Arch Glacier and AFK it. Taking a bit of a quest and requirement break. Gonna do some archaeology, unlock some relics and such. Let's see, nope, Guild Master qualification. Going to buy the Master outfit first over the Matic of Time and Space. It is worse in terms of actual excavation type things. I think it saves less time overall, or worded differently, nets you less of an experience gain overall, but I don't have the cash on hand to be able to buy the Matic, nor do I have the Harmonic Dust just yet, still working on that. I'm like 60% of the way there, got like 2,600. Yes, does this? Yeah, okay. But the Master Archaeologist outfit lets you use Fixate, which is going to be nice. That'll save me some time beating my head against a wall trying to get specific artifacts. I'll use this daily or whenever I have a need for it, I guess. So like right now I have the means to fill out my Torn Blueprint fragments with collection bonuses from the Armadillion 2 collection. It's like 75 out of 300 fragments per collection. I'm just missing a few like individual things, and I don't want to dig up a bunch of other artifacts on the way there. So that'll save me time in that regard. And overall, pretty nice to have. Nice for the teleports around as well. Quick teleports to dig sites and collectors and all that. Speaking of, I guess I'm going to spend some of my remaining chronotes on the auto screener blueprint and see about making that as well. Alright, here comes the auto screener. Took me a while to get the organic parts I needed. Just took apart a bunch of woad leaves, but yeah, that'll be nice to not have to worry about the soil box anymore. I have a ton of soil that I have not bothered to do anything with because it's a pain. And materials haven't been a huge hindrance or anything. I've been buying some, which obviously is the luxury of not being an Iron Man like I'm used to, so didn't turn out to be too bad. A lot of stuff fluctuates wildly in price, as in sometimes you can get bulk for like 1k material, other times you can't instant buy for 8k or 12k because just nobody's selling any. So hopefully that helps alleviate that a little bit. Also have this Krez framework here that I can go ahead and offer. And this will go ahead and get us Divine Conversion. I don't know if I'll use it, because again, can always just buy energy, and it's probably not going to be the best or most ideal training method with other things like cash and hollow memories and dungeoneering divination existing. So either way, nice to get that unlocked. Well, I gotta say, this is not the first time I have had this conundrum. Level 95 to equip these arrows. How did I forget this? Oh well, I'm still gonna go and crank out some demons for Slayer XP. And yeah, just eventually use the arrows when I get to that point. I think I could still do Zuck without them as well. I mean, it was pretty close before I had Soul Split and an augmentable weapon, so I think following those things, it'll be perfectly fine. Alright, there's 80 Slayer. It was pretty quick even without the arrows. I guess let me do a quick calculation here. Yep, I'm getting just shy of a mil XP an hour. I did perk out my bow before I came here. Precise 5 Genocidal Demon Slayer, so pretty good on that front. Once I get higher Invention, I'll boost for Time Worn components and pick up probably Precise 6 Genocidal and what's it called? Equilibrium 4, and then have body armor with Demon Slayer on it and scavenging and all that. So yeah, just under a mil without the arrows. Pretty solid, as far as I'm concerned. Only had to kill 11 of them to get from 78 to 80, so that's pretty nice. Still have quite a few to go. Alright, there is the end of The Light Within. That was my goal for the day, coming close to the end of the day here. Yeah, this entire video took place pretty much across one day. You can check the timestamps in the chat box if you want to see how much time was spent, I guess. Yeah, let's get some of these lamps. Pretty nice XP. Quite a number of 90k lamps here. And that includes 90 herb lore as well. So pretty nice there. Oh, primal pulp. Apparently fruit is insanely expensive though, so I'm gonna... I've been aiming to boost... I guess I could boost now, actually, for dragon fruit. I might look into that soon, but either way, I'm going to call the video here since that was my goal for the day and the video as well. I might try to post daily, depending on how much I play over a given day. That would save me time rendering and such, since I can just upload the video directly. But yeah, that's just more of my lazy video making style than anything. Anyways, decent progress today, quite a few quests done for some good XP as well. If you like the video, feel free to give it a like, comment, and or subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.